Well, we're here today with Ron at Whiskey Run Creek in Brownville, Nebraska. Ron, you have a very impressive lineup of wines here. You want to tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, we kind of run the full gamut of reds and whites. This is the driest of our reds down here, our 1854, which is one of our blends, up through the Concord, which is the sweetest of our reds. And then we have the whites. This is the driest of the whites, the Robert's Back 40, which is another one of our blends, up to La Crosse, which is our sweeter. And we have an apple raspberry. And all of our wines right now are $15 a bottle. When you come in to do a tasting, you can try up to 5 of our wines for $3, but then if you buy a bottle of wine, you get a tasting free.
Oh, wow, okay. And is all this grown locally then?
Yeah, it's all grown. The grapes are all grown pretty much within about 5 miles of the winery here through 3 small vineyards.
Okay, and you ferment it here as well, right?
We go from beginning to end here. We plant the grapes, the vines out in our vineyard, and we take them all the way through to the finished product here.
All right, so from vine to bottle, you see the whole process.
I do, yes.
All right, well, why don't we go take a look at the production process and see what the middle part looks like.
Okay, very good.
Here in production facility is where the grapes go from being on the vine to the wine in the bottle. So I can smell the fermentation going on while I'm in here. What's kind of the process that you go through?
Basically, this is our simmer crusher. We crush the grapes in this. Once they're crushed, they're pumped over into the basket press here. Right. Then we'll press the juice out. White wines we put into the stainless steel tanks behind us there for fermenting. Once the wines are fermented, then they're cold stabilized. And this is the plate and frame filter that we use for filtering the wines initially. That will take it down to about 0.5 microns. Then we go into our bottling room, it goes through another filter there, and then into the bottle.
Okay, so there's a lot that goes on
in between there.
In between, yeah. It's not just smashing the grapes and sticking them in the bottle. There's a lot that goes on. How long does it take to ferment a bottle of wine?
The white wines, we usually have those in about 2 months. The fermentation process takes me anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, and then you got to cold stabilize those. But the red wines, those are treated differently. They're fermented on the skins in the tubs, then they're pressed out, then they go in the poly tanks you see around the outside of the room here. And they'll sit there and age before we get ready to bottle those.
Okay, so it's quite a bit of time for a bottle of wine.
Right. And once we do the grape wines initially, once we get the white wines out of the way, then we start doing the fruit wines during the wintertime, which is what's in the stainless steel tanks now. These are fruit wines.
And when will these be ready to bottle then?
I've got some apple wine that I'm going to incorporate with a raspberry wine to make our apple raspberry. Hopefully I'll be doing that next Friday.
Well, we're back here behind the bar again in the gift shop, and where you can get a lot of merchandise and Whiskey Run Creek paraphernalia, and also you have facilities here that's more than just the winery that you can experience here.
Right. The upstairs here we can seat about 60 people for a sit-down dinner. If somebody wants to rent out for something, weddings, rehearsal dinners, graduations. Also, we've got plenty of room outside on the deck. A lot of people come here in the summertime. We have a meat and cheese basket we put together. People sit out there and enjoy that with their wine, along with the setting here, because we have the waterfall that's running during the year. Also, we've got a cave that was over here. It was built back in 1866 for Nebraska's first brewery, which is the reason that Bob Curtright chose this particular spot to build the winery.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Well, if you want to know more about Whiskey Run Creek, look at the information on the screen, or stop in today and try a bottle yourself and enjoy some beautiful scenery here at Whiskey Run Creek in Brownville, Nebraska.